Well, hi everybody, it's Diane again from California Tea and Herbal. I did a London Fog Latte on a video about 6 months ago, and it was one of our more popular videos. Tea is a pretty narrow niche, but we have some people that are really excited about tea, and that one has gotten a good amount of views. So I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to do a French version of the London Fog Latte. What would that be but lavender? Well, we have about 3 varieties in this little area of lavender, and I have harvested just these 4 plants. I brought my big basket and some scissors, and I got all this lavender. So now let's take it inside and make our latte. Well, there's so much you can do with lavender beside this simple syrup. I even take that big basket of lavender I showed you, and I will set it on an old rustic French bench out in my little entry and just kind of let it dry there. I'll never be able to use all of that myself, but you know, if you like a rustic French feeling around you, wow, a big basket of lavender really gives you that. And so what you want to do to make this simple syrup is 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, and then you take about a tablespoon of the lavender flowers and just chop those up like I'm doing here. Just chop them super chopped and put that in that liquid with the sugar, with the water and the sugar. Now you want to go ahead and bring that to a boil, turn it down, let it simmer, kind of a high simmer for about a minute, and then turn the, oh, the smell of those lavender flowers, amazing. So after it's simmered for about a minute, and I'll have the recipe in the description, then you want to take it off the heat. Now leave the lavender, the chopped lavender, right in that and let it stand and steep for about 30 minutes, and it will come out. You'll then strain the lavender off, and you'll come out with this beautiful kind of a vanilla colored, a golden, beautiful liquid, and that is your lavender-infused simple syrup. Okay, if you've ever seen me brew tea before, and we have lots of videos that show how we brew tea. At home we brew tea in a thermos stainless steel insulated travel tumbler. Best way to brew or steep tea at home. Wonderful because it holds the heat, it keeps it exactly where it's supposed to be the whole time that it's steeping. Now to make a latte, a 12-ounce latte, we're going to, and I have a water tower, but you can heat your water to just under the boil, and I've got to read this backwards here. So it's where I want it to be heat-wise, and I am going to now put in 5 ounces of water. 5 because by the time the tea will absorb this, it'll end up at about 4, which is how much steeped tea I want for a latte. So I have got a very heaping tablespoon, which is more than I normally put in, of loose Earl Grey lavender tea. Now I chose that, I showed you a photo of that Earl Grey lavender, because I like the addition of the lavender buds in the tea blend, and I'll link that in the description so you can actually purchase this Earl Grey lavender if you'd like. So that goes into our steeper. I add the water, and then I'm going to cover this, and it's going to steep for a good 4 to 5 minutes. It's been steeping, and I want to show you it is so simple to do this. Now I would normally also sweeten. Most of the time I sweeten, I put the sweetener right in with the tea while it's steeping. But in the case of this slightly thick, simple syrup, I like to add it later. And so I'm going to add, just for my own taste preference, on this one I'm going to add about a tablespoon and a half. Now I have my sweetened 4 ounces, let's call it a shot, of my Earl Grey lavender tea. I've sweetened it with my with my lavender infused simple syrup. And now, while this was steeping, I heated on the stove to steaming approximately 7 ounces of almond milk. Now, I actually prefer regular milk usually in terms of when I'm going to steam it, because it just does a better job with the micro foam on top. But I'm going for taste here and health, and I really think almond milk is a great healthy milk. So right on top of this shot, I'm going to pour steamed milk. I see a little lavender bud got in that. Get that out. And then I actually am going to take some extra chopped lavender, and I'm going to just kind of put that right on top. Friends, I took a little cheat sip inside. This latte is so, I'm going to call it exquisite. It's so beautiful. And if you have a steamer, a milk steamer at home, be sure and use that. The almond milk really doesn't give you a good microfoam, but that's all right because the taste is still there. And so I'm going to put that recipe for you, and I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll see you next time.